good old boy down in Texas, John Doodle, that's his name. Heard him talk about our country, Lord, I feel just the same. He speaks his mind, trying to help mankind and the people of the USA. Yeah, oh, John Doodle, he got a lot to say. Oh yes, he does. 'Cause there's a good old boy down in Texas, Turning Texas. And there's a blue dot family in the USA. And all over this world. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's a blue dot family.
Yes, indeed there is, baby. And welcome to our Blue Dot family. How y'all doing this evening? I hope y'all have had a fine day. It's been a pretty day down here in South Texas. Stayed about 83 degrees all day long. It's just that kind of day you just want to smell the air, baby. Bart Larson was the first one to jump in, followed by Nancy Halverson. And let me switch that to where it's supposed to be. Jay Clayton and Stephanie Dean are here together. The romance just keeps on flourishing. Man, one of the true love stories of the Blue Dot family. Let me see. Michael Johnson's in the room. Deborah Douglas. Bruce Preston, thank you for being here. Jeanette Miller. Brandon Johnson, thank you very much, sir. Bart oh, I already got you, Bart. We'll do you twice, buddy. Tracy Tobias, my neighbor. My next door neighbor, Tracy Tobias. I wish she was, anyway. Dorothy Tyndall is here. Mega Wet Willie is with us. Thank you very much. And Donnie Ware. Let me see. Jeanette Miller. Michael Johnson's with us. That smart-ass squaw's with us. Deborah Douglas is here. And let me see. Our own Bernadette Pre. Thank you, baby, for being here. Always. We appreciate you so much. Lauren McGrath, thank you. Thank you, baby. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'll let it rip today. Anyway, got to let that shit off your chest. Jesse Ramirez, thank you for being here. Let me see. Randy Peterson. Whoo, pig, buddy. And Carolyn, John, thank y'all for being here. I appreciate I haven't gotten to, I'm waiting on that letter, baby. Anyway, let me get around to everything here. Let me get on down here where I'm supposed to be. Anyway, everybody's here. I think I called everybody on that page out. Anyway, I'm glad y'all are here. It's another day, baby, another day. Inching closer and closer to election day, baby. And the closer we get, the more concerns I have about how all this is going to work out. It's going to be a soap opera deluxe for sure. And it goes, my mind is bordering on what I ranted about earlier today. And that is that, man, that Republican Party, they're just not into democracy anymore, baby. They're ready to flush that shit down the toilet and sweep it down the street, baby. They ain't got no use for it. None. And they're trying to set that up. And we're going to have 2 years of this shit. That's what's on my mind is the realization that we think everything's going to go fine in this midterms. And man, boy, howdy shit, let's hope we take retain the House and retain the Senate, pick up seats. And that's what we're all hoping for, baby. But even if we do, oh shit, hold on to your britches, baby. Because there's going to be hell to pay. And that's what I'm concerned about. It's the next 2 years that this country is going to have to survive suffering the bullshit of one man. Donnie the douchebag's dastardly deeds done dirt cheap. Is that what it is? Because no matter what, he ain't giving up. He's going to stick to his lie. He's going to be down here this Saturday preaching his election was stolen and he's the greatest thing God ever put on this planet. It's the same bullshit. It's just embarrassing that he still has people that follow his ass, but he does. And so do a lot of other Republicans that are just election deniers, and they're not going to accept the vote. They don't give a shit about the will of the people. They are ordained to be who they want to be. That's all there is to it. You just need to accept it. And so I'm afraid that our work is going to be cut out for us for the next 2 years. And it's not going to be easy. But I'm proud of what my president's doing. I'm proud of what Joe's doing. I'm glad to see him leading this party the way he is and the direction it's going. And I think day by day we pick up more and more steam, baby. But we can't fall short. We have to be in this game, every one of us. And that's the message. That's what the message has always been in this show. To be involved, to use your voice, to use your vote, to make sure that it's a duty. It really is to be involved in this democracy. That's the way I like to think about it. I like to think of myself as a patriotic individual. I love my country. I was willing to serve for her. I'm willing to fight for her. It doesn't matter where the enemy comes from. Anyway, I want to thank Willie Jefferson, who just came in with a $20 Super Chat donation. Willie Jefferson, thank you very much. First time I've seen that name. We really appreciate it, partner. It's what helps keep my voice going, is being able to pay the bills, so we appreciate that tremendously. Bernadette, how are you, darling?
John, I was patriotic today, and I did my duty.
Did you do it? Did you do
First thing
did you do the
morning.
thing? You did the thing.
I did.
You did the thing.
Not
in
only
the morning.
did I do the thing.
I like it in
First
the
thing
morning,
this
baby.
morning.
I do.
I like it in the morning.
There you
too.
go.
And I got my son to do the thing too. We did it together.
Y'all did it together. Outstanding. Outstanding. The wheels are in motion, baby. We just have to keep them going. We have to make sure that we push as many people out to get involved, and get out there and vote that we possibly can.
I want everybody to know, y'all wait for me. I'm going to pop up a whole bunch of Two for Blues. Got the websites there. You have to do is click on one, go out there and donate to these people. They need our money. They need money because the Republicans got plenty of cash to spread their shit.
Lots of cash.
Okay.
And there's one of them right there, Raphael Warnock. Down there in Georgia, we have all been noticing this race and how close it is down there. Raphael Warnock is ahead by several points, but that's not a guarantee, baby. And so we need to get behind him. In this last few weeks in this push, that's when these candidates need the money. Try to get those ads out there. Try to get the people's attention any way they can. So your $2, it goes a long way, baby. Even small donations. I said it here about my donations.
You don't think that $2 is a lot of money, but you know what? It helps these people.
Combined with
every dollar we can give them helps these people.
Indeed. And Bernadette, thank you for having more in the chat too. I appreciate that. I told Bernadette after the last show I did have that button up there for Raphael Warnock. I just didn't know Travis had come in here and changed it for me and left a little note over there for me, but Dad didn't see the note.
Yeah, you need a cork board or something like that.
I need new glasses is what I need. That's not a lie. I'm concerned.
That would help. New eyeballs would help.
My eyesight is just rapidly going downhill, and I'm thinking, what the fuck is this shit? I know I'm getting old, but damn, does everything have to go at once? Damn. Right. Slow down on that shit.
Yeah, that's how it works. But, that's why we need to get, health care for all in this country, because we all need it.
We all need it. I was glad to see now that you can buy hearing aids over the counter.
Absolutely. And guess who brought that?
I'm trying to think. Who was that guy's name? Miss Chick, do you know who that was?
Could it be Biden?
Biden, you say?
That's it.
That's the guy that was right on the tip of my tongue. Miss Chick, how are you doing, dear?
Pretty good, John.
Good. Everything going well up there in cold country? I heard y'all are cold up there.
Well, yeah. I'm supposed to get a reprieve maybe on Sunday where it might actually get up to almost 70 again.
Well, there you go. Beautiful.
A minute.
That's what I tell people down here in South Texas. Our winters come in like a week at a time. Cold front will blow in, it'll get cold, then it'll turn around and go away. And then we'll warm back up to a degree, and there you go. We do the cycle over and over and over. I like it.
And
like
it's
that.
the wind that I don't like much.
Yeah, I'm not good with a wind chill at all. Mm-mm.
Yeah, y'all could keep that. You
Yeah,
could keep the cold and the wind.
but
I'm
always remember,
good.
if shit hits the fan, y'all are in a good place up there. Wisconsin and Michigan, that's a good area to be in. Not as many things to
Maybe.
shoot out up there, I guess.
Oh, that's not true. And we
Uh-oh.
have some targets in the UP apparently.
Oh, don't be telling secrets now.
It's not a secret. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure they're spread all over the baby. All over the place. Let me see.
But John, we don't have to worry about just this next 2 years.
No.
Oh, no.
Ad
have-
infinitum.
Huh?
Ad infinitum.
What's that?
We have to worry about it from here on
From
out.
the rest of our
Yes.
lives, just like our forefathers did. Just like
Yeah.
those who
Yep.
came before us. There's, there's always been a certain part of the population that don't give two shits. They're not going to vote, never will vote. Just fuck it. But
Right.
it has been those that have been concerned and want to see our country take the right direction, that have been involved all through our history. And that's what we're asking you to do, is to be involved in this history, because, baby, history's coming. One way or the other. It's either going to be some great history, or, boy, howdy shit, is this going down in the history books as a shit show. So we have to be involved.
Well, we already have that shit show stuff.
Yeah, we've had a good taste of it. It ain't going away. He's coming to my house.
Well-
Shit.
And did you hear about his last name is Beetle in Nevada?
Yes, I did. Let me go through my Rolodex and know why I know that name.
I'm trying to find the article. I can't.
I did hear that.
But anyways, he has caused a whole lot of grief to some of these people that are just doing their duty. The clerks and the people who try and run these elections.
Right.
I mean, they're literally afraid for their lives because he has done the exact same thing that this Orange Stain did with stirring people up in Nevada. So people will camp outside of people's houses and intimidate them and threaten them in phone calls
That's the plan.
to the point where they quit their position. And now they're going to want to fill those positions with guess who?
Hey,
Maggots.
go figure.
Go
go
figure.
That's their plan. That's their plan.
Well, look
They're
what-
starting at the bottom, and they'll work their way all the way up.
Look what
but-
Greg Abbott's doing here in Texas. He's sending
Yeah.
down integrity police or election integrity officers to go watch the ballot, watch the voting.
And Michigan just loves to go to
trying to
court about
intimidate people.
everything.
Look at
I
Ron
mean,
DeSantis, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, DeSantis down in Florida, he's arresting people for voting.
Let me, since that was brought up, Jess Coggins came in with a $5 donation and said, Death Santis is trying to scare people into not vote by arresting them for voter fraud. But the 6 GOP guys who voted several times were not included. Gee, I wonder why. I did read the story, and holy shit, there's a lot to absorb in that story. And yes, he did this on purpose as a political stunt down in Florida, because he was having a news conference as it was happening, and he called it out. He sent police all over Florida to go arrest people who voted illegally. We're going to get this, and we're going to prove it once and for all. That's all there is to it. Yeah. Not a one of them voted illegally.
Nope.
They
Well,
were
they didn't
people,
think they did.
No, they didn't think they did. And that's part of the law, willfully violating the law, willfully voting when you knew you couldn't. But that's not the case here. In these cases, every one of these people, I believe, did have a criminal record. They did serve their time, and they completed their parole. They have completed any restitution that they had to make. And by doing so, in the state of Florida, have regained their right to vote, which is, I think, an amazing thing, because if you're going to hold somebody accountable for their crimes and you make them pay the price of that with jail sentences and probation, if they prove themselves to be a good citizen, then they want to be that. And part of that is participating in this civilization we have. And so they were trying to do the right thing. And it was years later. And they had already gone through the voter registration and had been approved to vote, had their voter registration cards. But Ron DeSantis doesn't give a shit about all that. What he saw was an opportunity to make some arrests and make some news and have a dogged pony show. And much like what else Ron DeSantis does, it ended up kicking him in the ass. He ended up with dirt on his face because it's being proven these people didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, they went through the legal process to register and to vote, and he's catching them, you know, at their jobs, at their homes, in front of their families,
Yes.
in front of their, you know, embarrassing the hell out of these people.
Bringing the
And
cameras.
even the cops are like,
We're sorry.
I'm just trying to do my job. I don't
That's
know
it.
what this is about. You know, it's a new law that he signed into law. This is
They had
bullshit.
never been
And-
involved in any kind of an arrest like that.
Mhm.
They just didn't, and that's pitiful. You know,
No, it's
It's-
my
it's-
understanding that this happened before their or around their primaries, right? The actual stuff. It didn't just happen. It happened
no,
around
this
the
happened.
primary.
This happened. No, this happened in the 2020 election.
Mhm.
See, that's
Oh,
how-
okay. I thought
yeah,
it was for this current primary
No,
thing.
this is they voted in the 2020 election, and Ron DeSantis is going to get out there and prove that there was voter fraud all over the place. It was everywhere. We just didn't see it before. He's sucking up to
Yeah.
Donnie's butt. You know, but Ron DeSantis, Greg Abbott, and people like Kerry Lake out in Arizona, they are the ones that are going to keep pushing this fraudulent voting thing. That your vote isn't really counting, and you need to rise up. Huh?
John,
Yes,
I
sir.
hope they take notice of Judge Carter over here in California, federal judge that just said that Donnie knew that he lost the election, and Eastman got to cough up those damn emails.
I love it.
And because Donnie knew, he was committing fraud when he started to tell the big lie. I hope these people are listening and watching. What
Oh,
the fuck
you know
is
they
happening to his dumb ass?
They know
Because
that. You
the
know
same
they
thing
are.
happened to them.
Oh,
Same
hell
thing
yes.
happened to them.
Oh, hell yes. Keith Thompson, my buddy Keith, ex-Marine up in Minneapolis, Minnesota, came in with a $5 donation and said, it's bad. But can I stand up for my voting right ground? Let's hope it doesn't come to that, Keith. Let's hope it doesn't come to that, brother. We need to, but I'm right there with you, brother. I'm right there with you. If it takes that, that's you know, that'd be terrible, though. Like I said the other day, rant, what does that look like in this country? A civil war. It doesn't look good. And
That's what they're promoting.
yes,
And they'll try to start that shit any which way they can.
and this continual bullshit about voter fraud and all that is what plays into that. It doesn't matter whether it's true. They're just going to keep saying it. Because
It's
there's
their game
chumps
plan.
out there. There's chumps. Jorge Tire
Yes, sir.
how are you doing? How's Nan?
Fine, brother. Well, she's working her butt off down in Kingsland, Texas, and
Oh, bless her.
we're
When is she going
we're
to
up
quit
here
that shit? Working thing.
and never.
Never.
She,
I
she,
know
no,
what you
no,
is.
she ain't that type. She is not that type.
Nope. Gonna work till you
So
drop
anyway-
dead, probably. A lot of us are. It's in our bones.
Well,
Anyway,
keeps her out of mischief.
tell me what's going on up at Jorge Tire Biter Ranch. Rancho Tire
Well,
Biter.
you know, the weather's getting nice. That's good.
Ain't it? It was beautiful today.
Oh yeah, man, this is lovely weather. I'm trying to get some stuff done, but I just can't get parts. You know.
I'm fixing to get some stuff done. I got every time I go into my shop to record one of my videos, I look over there at the other side thinking, I got to clean this place up. I've been doing videos in there for 6 years, man. I mean, things are not orderly like they used to be. And, yeah, so I'm looking over there saying, I got work to do. Let me
Who
thank.
has
You
time
know,
for
it
housekeeping?
was none too cute when you started in the beginning, anyway. You know.
Yes.
Hey, you got something against my decorating?
It's a manly man cave.
That's right. It's a man cave.
It-
It's a man. It is. And let me thank Lisa
I
Fugit.
mean, I could almost smell 1040 just looking at
Oh, it's
the
all
picture.
over the
You
place.
know.
Are you shitting me? I use it on my
Oh,
elbows.
yeah.
I kid you not. I learned it from my my father-in-law, little WD-40.
40, man.
It's freaking oil. It's anchovies. It's fish oil. Anyway, I want to thank Lisa Fugit, who came in with a $5 donation and said, Kenneth and me are watching and are going to vote early. Take care, John and Blue Dot family. We appreciate all of you. Lisa, thank you very much, darling. I appreciate that. And I appreciate all of you, every one of you, for showing up here and listening to my dumbass. Ed Beatty Jr. came in with $2 and said, voted blue yesterday. Now, freaking standing.
Way to go, Ed.
I can't wait to say that. I can't say it for a few more days. Early voting starts in a few more days here.
All right,
I can't wait to go. Yeah. I'm going to go down there and see if any integrity police are. What is that, like morality police over in Iran?
Yeah, right.
Shitting me. He makes a mockery. There was no fraud in Harris County. There was no massive fraud in Texas. There wasn't any massive fraud anyway. But oh my God, sound the sirens and ring the bell.
It was massive fraud, John. It was committed by fuck Trump.
By fuck Trump. That's exactly what it was committed by. That's the only bullshit that's been sold is his. You know, it's damn well disgusting to not see more Republicans stand up and call this out. They've always waved the flag, let the eagles fly by, they sing the song, put the hand over the head, they will not kneel. You know, all the shit, good Americans, all the symbols are there. This is democracy, and yet you want to follow a piece of shit, obvious, proven liar. And yet you want to hold on to his lie. It's beyond me. I don't know how to get past that shit. I don't. At this point, if you still believe in him, still root for him, I'm looking at you like, I don't know, better get the vodka out.
You're a cult member.
Questionable values.
You're a cult member.
That's what you are, because you refuse to look at the evidence that's been. And we got to remember all the evidence that we're all being mighty fucking polite tonight, aren't we?
Yes.
It's obvious too. Anyway,
trying to be.
Yeah. What was I saying? See,
well,
I interrupted myself. See, that's what happens.
The liberals, they keep screaming. The liberals are they're gonna ruin America. The liberals, okay, but the liberals don't have any power at all right now. Joe Biden
enough.
is a corporate
You got
Democrat.
a 50-50.
Joe Biden's he's a corporate Democrat.
He is a moderate
this
Democrat.
This is not a liberal.
This is not well, you're talking about the spectrum from...
Or, hey, corporate or moderate or whatever. He is the only one up there doing any goddamn thing for America right now.
There you go.
Him and the Democrats in Congress are the only ones that are making... Joe Biden has passed more shit in the first 2 years of his administration than anybody has.
Ever. He's the most productive president we've had in the first 2 years. He beats Obama in what he's gotten passed. And I like the fact that he had that little chuckle today. I think it was today or yesterday when he was having a little speech. I saw it. And he was talking about all those socialist Republicans who are out there asking him for some of that infrastructure money. Yeah, they voted against it and railed against it. Every single
one of them voted against it.
Yeah, every one of them voted against it, and now here they are.
And now they come with their hands out.
I want some of that money. You bunch of bums.
Well, they'll call you names if you don't give them any.
Yes.
Well, we're socialists.
Hey, let's face it, they're going to call us names anyway.
Yeah.
No matter
anything
which way
that's
we
not a MAGA is liberal.
Yeah. If you're not full
that's
bore,
the way they see it.
See,
that
they don't want to run against a liberal, a real liberal. They rail against the liberals, even though the liberals aren't the ones that are in charge right now.
If anybody ain't figured it out, I consider myself pretty freaking liberal.
The liberals are
far on the left than in the center.
We're eating babies over here. Being liberal.
Yeah, we're eating babies.
Okay.
Yeah, we're them people they talked about. That's us. I spent my whole life trying to be a moderate, trying to be. I'm tired of that bullshit. I've watched the right wave the flag and get all patriotic and
Yeah.
steal that. They have actually tried to appropriate just the word being patriotic. Fuck you, in the words of Roger Stone.
There
Well,
certainly
no.
aren't any moderate Republicans out there.
No. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at
I
here.
watched the way conservative America treated our troops when they came home from Vietnam, and that was the end of that shit.
Yeah. Let's welcome Mitch in here, because we don't get to hear from Mitch quite enough. Mitch Goldstein, how are you doing?
Hey, John, how is everybody?
We're all doing fine. We've been waiting here for you all this time. As a matter of fact, been a couple
Yeah,
weeks now, brother.
it's been a tough couple weeks for me, John.
I
going
saw
through some
a few
shit.
posts that made me concerned.
Yeah, I quit my job. My last day is tomorrow.
Oh Lord, talking
And
about a change of coming.
Sunday, we Julie and I are going to the Bahamas.
Well, hell, I quit my
And
job.
when I
No
for
come
that
shit.
too.
back,
No shit. Oh,
when I come back, I'm
it's
gonna
that go ahead.
on
That's the
October
way to quit
31st.
a
I'll start
job.
my new job.
Really, that quick? Outstanding, brother. Do you consider it a
Yep.
step up on the ladder?
It's a step in a direction that will befit me and my conscience and my
Oh, I love to hear
desire to
that.
do good. It's a senior management position at a nonprofit educational foundation.
You know,
Right on.
that's one thing that I since the time
Cool.
first moment I met you, is I knew, and I say this with all honesty, Mitch. I see a man with a very big heart and a good guy, a good man. That's what I see in you, and you can be direct with a lot of shit, but I see a good man in you.
I appreciate that, John.
I admire a lot
Hey.
of you.
And I know
Hey, Mitch.
everything that you do.
Oh, shit,
comes
don't
from
say
a
it.
Place of good. What?
Oh, okay, that
Hey.
part.
Hey, Mitch.
Yes. Yes.
I just want to tell you, you're getting a lot of congratulations on the new jobs in the YouTube
In the
chat.
chat.
Go, bruh. Hey, you know what? It's better to do something that you're comfortable getting up in the morning and going and doing.
It does. It makes a
Congratulations.
That's
difference.
for sure.
If you're
Yeah,
doing
Absolutely.
something that you believe in.
This place is just, so toxic and stifling, and
Yeah.
18 months of it, and I'm miserable.
Well,
And
then,
now
yeah, you
this
need to
is
move on,
this is a
brother.
new day dawning for me.
Good.
Well, hey, and a little break in the Bahamas in between. John?
Yeah.
I assume you're taking
Yeah.
Julie with you, right?
I assume we'll be in the cabin 7 nights, so I'll probably get a little piece of action at least 2 or 3 times.
Family show here. How is she doing, by the way?
She's on her way back from her dad's.
Oh, how's he doing? Any better?
He's not doing well.
Oh, I'm
he's
sorry to
he's
hear that.
never gonna get better.
I know. I know.
Okay.
At a
He
certain
really
point,
can't.
you know,
Yeah,
you,
his
you
balance is
accept that at
completely
light.
gone.
Yeah.
He's down to about 15% of vision.
Yeah, ask my kids, they tell you the same about me. Dad, he's on
What?
I'm on the way down.
Well,
Everything is
he's
quit
blessed
working.
to have Julie. He's blessed to have Julie.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
I sure as hell am, and we're going away to gonna drop our fat asses in the Caribbean Sea and
I love
swim with the fishies and
Don't
Some
scare the fish, Mitch. Don't
rays.
scare the fish,
I
okay?
am tickled to death.
and celebrate our 32nd anniversary.
32nd,
Which
32 years.
Congratulations.
Ain't that some
32nd
shit?
anniversary.
You're getting into that comfortable spot, aren't you?
Congratulations.
Do you motherfuckers know 10 people who've been married 32 years?
Well, I got 45, so I'm one.
No.
Well, you're an oddball.
I'm an oddball, I know. 45 years, yeah.
Hey, that's impressive, Mitch
It is.
and John. That's
and you
impressive.
know Julie.
I
so
know
you know
Julie.
how impressive
Yeah.
that shit is.
Says
I
more
deserve
about
a
her than
fucking
you.
Medal.
Says more about
I deserve a bronze fucking star or some shit.
her. One of you would, huh?
I
I
don't
will
see any
give it to
reason
her.
why we both shouldn't get our bronze stars.
Yeah, she's done good. She's put up with
You
your
can make a
ass
weekend of it.
for 30-something
As long
years.
as it's not a Herschel Walker
And
star.
besides
Hang on a
that,
second, my pipe.
you
I gotta
have-
check my pipe. Be right back.
he has two amazing sons, too.
Oh,
So
God.
Mitch is doing his best to further
Right
the
on.
good people in the world. Like
Ooh,
Dominic.
married for 32
Congrats,
years.
brother.
you guys, I have to give you a little
Linda Ansbach,
preview of
53
what's
years.
coming up. Dominic
Yes.
has been invited back to the STEM program that he went to a couple
Outstanding.
years ago. And this
Cool.
time when he goes back, he's an alumni.
Oh, been there before, baby. He's not the
Yes.
new kid on the block anymore.
Yeah.
Outstanding. Last time he
So-
came home with a robot.
He did come home with the robot.
No
and this
telling what he's
time,
coming home this
they're-
time with.
Their subject is a mission to Mars.
Oh,
and so-
outstanding.
I am totally excited about that. You know.
Wow.
So
If he needs the assistance, like, let us know if there's any way we can help.
we will.
Make sure he
We
makes
will.
that trip. We've got a
Yep.
bit invested in that boy.
Yeah, and it's not till next summer. So, you know, I will let you know as soon as I get the information, and you know, maybe we'll do something like we did last time. And oh God, that was absolutely.
I think it made the whole
amazing.
Blue Dot family
And
happy that we were able to be involved
If
in
I
that.
could tell the family how worth it was for him. This kid is pulling straight A's in school this year.
He is.
And he's been out of school. He's been homeschooled for the last 2 years. Okay.
Must have had a good teacher, huh?
Yeah, he did.
Not
Yeah,
that
he
we're
did.
bragging.
It was
shit.
fun. I enjoyed every minute of it, and I'd do it again in a heartbeat.
Is it anything different? Hoping for Dominic to build a better future, because that's what we're all. That's why we're all here. That's why we're all in the party that we're in.
You know what?
'Cause
You
we're
know
That's
what?
looking
why
for
I'm
that.
here.
Extremely,
That's why
That's
I'm
how
here.
I'm here.
extremely exciting for me watching is his excitement for school.
That
He just started in middle school. He's in the 7th grade, and every day he comes home and I ask him, "How was school today?" "I had a good time, Mimi." And I'm just like, "Oh my goodness!"
Yeah, I never said
to
that
hear
when I came
a
home. from school.
preteen, you know, and then he's home and he's got to do some chores and then he gets moody. But you know, at least while he's going to school, he's having a good time and he's doing extremely well. You guys,
It's our future, baby.
yeah.
We invest in him just like we're
I don't know.
investing in our vote.
I kind of sound like a proud grandmother.
just
huh?
a little bit, maybe. I think it's allowable. Let
I'm
me
stoked.
let me send another
he's
thank
easy.
you out to Keith Thompson, our buddy Keith up in Minneapolis. Came out, gave with another $5 and said, "Have you noted how the right-wing nut jobs scream about left-wing radicalization? Yes, it is them who are projecting their right-wing nut job radicals. Yes, yes, that came in with Donnie. Whatever they are, they accuse you of being.
Mm-hmm.
You know, matter of fact, who was that Republican they just caught the other day with some sex scandal? They got some Republican.
Oh, which one?
Yeah,
'Cause
which
he's
one?
been
I
a
keep
public-
thinking of Shorty in Oklahoma, but no, it's a new one. They caught some Republican somewhere. With
Like
somebody.
like it matters.
Yeah.
Like you can even keep track of that shit.
Yeah, that's the seedy part of what, you know. Like I said, we're
Just
all
go to the
we're
re-
all
just go to the
pedophile baby
Republican-
eaters.
Just go to the Republican House roll and throw a fucking dart at
Yeah,
it. You'll
there you
find
go.
Right.
You'll find one. Well, you know, I heard
It's
something about them.
Thursday. Somebody did something somewhere.
I heard
you
they
know?
was having orgies over there.
So am I to
snorting
understand
cocaine.
it is not okay to have intercourse with your sister? Is this what I am to understand?
That's what they tell me, but I want to see it in writing. Is it in the
I
Bible?
don't see that in the Bible, sir.
I don't see it in the Bible either, sir.
You mean it's not okay to sit across from the elementary school and whack off? I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh, yeah.
state
You know
law.
something?
Falls under that Republican freedom of speech thing.
You know something?
Yeah.
It's okay to whack off. I'm all about it, right? I think it's one of the most constructive things we can do.
I've never done it in my
However,
life.
shit.
Ever.
There's
I
a
never
time
knew
and a
that.
place for everything.
Okay. Is it okay to whack off across the street from a preschool watching interracial porn on your device in your truck?
Interracial porn? Now wait a minute. There's
Oh, hell
First
no.
off, first off,
Did
Bernadette-
they have the curtains closed?
Okay.
In front of a
Bernadette,
cop.
Mitch
you didn't
Goldstein.
even have to say truck, Bernadette.
Yeah,
I
you
knew
didn't
it
say
was
truck. Mitch Goldstein, thank you very much. He came in with $5. Said Blue Dots, the real Americans, the ones who love each other like family. That's us, baby. Thank you, Mitch. Thank you. That is us, baby. And that's why we got to stand together for this. We really do. It sounds corny to me.
I love all you motherfuckers.
I love every one
single one of you bastards. I love you all.
Even that Johnny Fly fella, which I know he's always listening. You know he is. Even that.
I think he's got a thing for me, man.
You and me,
he does,
we're the dangerous ones.
I'm surprised I don't see his hand up there. Johnny Fly, I hope you're feeling good, buddy. Johnny Fly's been.
He said he voted today.
He did vote today. Outstanding, Johnny Fly.
Did.
Good deal. Good deal.
It's my godson's birthday today. Holy shit, he's that can't be right. He's 28 years old today.
Yeah, that's not good when you start noticing how old other people are, and you remember a different way. Yeah, that's rough. Happens to me.
Was I clueless when I was 28? Holy shit.
Well, I'm looking at my kids going, oh, shit, Travis is 30 fucking years old. Damn. This is getting scary as shit. Johnny Fly.
I voted yesterday.
Hey, did you hear us talking about you?
Hey, there he is.
I did catch that, yes. I did catch that.
You voted today.
I had the best time. I just want to say, I had the best time hanging out with you, Johnny Fly.
Really?
The four of us together, I had a great
we had a great time.
It was the four of us and every fucking right-wing, pencil-necked, redneck douchebag in the entire Eastern Seaboard all came on the day that we were in San Antonio. Yep. All them motherfuckers sure as hell came. And they packed that fucking place, man. And we were just there loud and proud.
Right in the middle of it,
baby. Sitting there smoking our little vape pens and chilling out. It was great.
Well, I didn't have a vape pen. John had it. John's not afraid to use this anywhere. I'll whoop it out. I don't give a shit. I'm an old man with a pipe in his mouth. What the hell? Leave me alone.
But John, I remember when we were doing the river walk. Now,
wasn't that beautiful, Johnny? I like to brag on San Antonio. It does have a lot to offer.
Some of those Texans, I don't know how friendly they are because you and Travis were walking in front of me, right?
Yeah.
And there was this guy. Actually, I was behind Travis, but this guy got in front of me. It was weird because I didn't want to lose track of you guys. I thought, well, I guess it's a loop, but still, I didn't want to get lost.
It's a long loop. Very long.
Yeah,
and remember, we came in a weird place because I knew that secret entrance because I used that parking lot all the time, and I used to go to the river walk.
Yeah,
so remember we cut through that
little. And it is off-centered. It's not one of your main entrances.
I tried to keep you guys in sight. I even said to Travis, I said, I'm not too familiar with this, so I don't want to lose track. He's okay. He says, I'm aware of But this guy got in front of me, and every time I tried to pass him so I could be right behind you guys, he'd get in front of me. So anyway, I tried to go to the right, he got in front of me. What the hell is your problem?
I think he's asking you to dance.
I would have danced.
Well,
sure,
I'm sure music was coming from someplace. You know what I remember most about that night, Johnny Fly?
What's that?
When we were all sitting there on that, we were waiting on our table by this point. We'd already walked around a bit, but we came back and we sat down near the restaurant outside, and there was a cop.
On that little stone fence.
Yeah, on that little stone wall fence there. We were all sitting there observing life go by, which is entertainment upon itself as far as I'm concerned. There's a cop sitting right there, and he's standing there, and me and Mitch keep passing the vape back and forth. Hi, officer, how you doing? It was sitting there having that conversation with that atmosphere, and that is what I think endeared all four of us that night. There were more people in San Antonio, but that was the night we went out to partake upon the evening's pleasure.
I think Dick's. I think the food's great there,
I think Dick's was a great place.
It was.
That's where we went, Dick's. And boy, howdy shit, it is an appropriate name. It was the first time I'd ever been in there. Resort. If you haven't been to Dick's, please go. You'll be entertained, and the food is great. The food's great.
And you
were entertained at Tecamolino too, weren't you?
Yes, I was. Yes, I was entertained the whole freaking weekend. Yeah. We need to do that.
John, I thought for sure I embarrassed Mitch, and I didn't mean to, but
Yes, you did.
We won't get into detail, but he did say to me the stuff that comes out of your mouth, John. I thought. Oh my God! I told my brother that he died laughing.
It was a wonderful
Excuse
weekend.
me,
Yes, dear.
John.
I'm
I
sorry.
have some moderator things to do. The chat is saying that you're not broadcasting on Facebook tonight.
I should be on
Really?
Facebook tonight. We started out on Facebook.
See it
Just,
on
I'll get you
YouTube.
start that up. I'll be back in a minute.
All right.
All right.
Let me check. All of a
Okay.
sudden, I'm looking back and I don't see anything but YouTube. There's the last. Kelly K. Duncan said something in the room. 1840
Here-
seconds in.
Facebook is up. I got Facebook.
You got Facebook?
Yeah.
All right. Somebody on Facebook, give me a message on here so I can see it.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
there
it.
you are.
You
Kelly
don't know
K.
if you're
Duncan, Michael
broadcasting.
Busain. There you go.
Okay.
How dare them
Oh,
try to
you're
get
back
in the way of
Facebook
the
is
progress.
working. So whoever's in the chat that's not showing up on Facebook, you might have to restart it and see what happens.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah.
Known you. Oh, Lord. You got a name worse than mine, baby. Wait a minute. I got to try this because I done opened my mouth. Anonia Cieslak.
Oh dear.
I hope I said that right.
Look.
I like that name. Any name that's hard to say, I like that name because that's the way I lived all my life. Suck it up. Learn how to pronounce it. Bill Jones, I see you out there. Yes, it is time for another Blue Dot get together. I really enjoyed that. It was one of those moments, and the one we had before that. We've had two. We had the first one. That's where I met Badass David Robinson and Sally, and had a big get together. Boy, sometimes my mind.
It's true what they say about Texans, though, John.
What?
Yeah, they grow things bigger in Texas, and I tell you what, when I first
Well, of
spotted
course they
you,
do.
when I spotted you, I heard your voice. I thought, yeah, I know that guy from somewhere. Remember when I said that to you? I know you.
You know what Texas has a lot of? Miles.
What's that?
Miles. I've seen miles and miles of Texas.
Oh yeah, it's a big state. My brother drove through it.
Especially
He
if you're
said, "It took him
going
how
somewhere
long?"
else and you have to drive out of here and you live in South Texas and then you look at the map, any which way I go to get to another state.
You're a third of the way to Canada
it-
when you get out of Texas.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
you know what? At least I flew down to Texas. I didn't have
Smart
to worry
man.
about driving
Smart
all
man.
the way.
See, yeah.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
No, Diana Mallory.
Yeah, I love her.
Oh, yeah, she was a kick in the butt.
She was hilarious.
Miss Linda. Suzanne Jarrett.
Miss Linda was too.
Yeah, Miss Linda's a kick in the
And
butt.
Suzanne.
Beat,
Suzanne
get out
Jarrett's really one of my favorites too.
Oh, yeah. We got to do it again. We just got to make up
So
our
how
mind on
you
when we're
doing,
gonna do it.
Suzanne? I hope she's on YouTube. I hope she's doing great. I miss her.
You know who I saw on YouTube?
What's that?
Daniel Mosley, 62. You ought to go check
I
him out.
don't know.
Daniel Mosley, 62. That's our own
I should.
DJ, who's in the room with us sometimes.
Yeah.
That's DJ.
Oh,
See, sometimes I like to do that when you get to associate a face with a voice. You know, when you get, yes, he's very much into music and has been his whole life. Big time. Been playing. So,
Hey, John.
yes, dear.
Anonia says the flag star in your wallet came from her husband.
Who said that?
Anonia says, look.
Yes. Lord have mercy. See, I did not catch the name. Yes. I remember that star, darling. I very much remember that star and where it came from. I was honored. I cannot tell y'all. Thank you.
Cool.
Well said.
I
Poor
can't
thing.
tell this family how many times I have received something that is just heartbreaking and heartwarming at the same time. So yeah, I remember the star. I know where it came from, and it's one of those treasures that when I look at it, I know, and nobody else will, but I do. My sons do. My wife does. We have a great family here. It's been built over 6 years.
Good moments.
It's had its rough times. We've gone through our shit.
But
Like
you
any
know what,
family, I
John?
guess.
The thing is, we're all united, and we're united with the purpose. We got to make sure that
Hey.
orange penis is dealt
Is
with.
it not our job to save democracy? If not
Exactly
ours,
it is.
then whose job is it? I'm just asking.
Yeah, who else?
If it's not
who
our
else is
job to
gonna
save
do
this
it?
shit, whose is it?
We are the people.
We are.
Yep.
We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union. And we're still
And,
fighting on.
I'm-
We're still working on that more perfect part.
Well, I'm hearing that Donald Trump, they have enough evidence to indict him. So I hope the hell it's soon. I think they said after election day.
They've had
Probably
enough evidence to indict his ass for, you know. See,
A
that's,
long
I try
time,
to
yes.
point that
Ever.
out in my rants, especially lately, that I'm not telling you anything that we didn't already know. We know who he is. We know he lied his ass off. We know he cheated every which way he could out this government any way he could. We know the kind of scumbag he is. But now we're going through the process of that being proven in a court of law.
Yeah.
It's putting on the books, baby. This
And
is
he
what
thought
he
he
did.
sat all those judges so that he could be right here where he could just go judge shopping.
And right
Judge
now
shopping.
he's not doing. He's got one for I don't know how many tries. He's he's got one judge to help him out. That judge down in Florida, Judge Cooper. No,
Cooper? I
no,
don't know.
it's the one down there that allowed the special master down
Cannon.
on the Mar-a-Lago case. Starts with a C.
Cannon.
Cannon. Thank you.
There you
I had
go.
the C part right. You know, sort of
You
like
did.
that. What's your name, Bob? Come on, Bob. Starts with a B, Bob. Ends with a B, Bob. Come on, Bob. What's your name? Sometimes I feel like that's my brain. It has gone south sometimes. But yeah, Judge Cannon down there. You know, there ain't one of us don't know Judge Cannon was in his pocket. That's why we ended up with a special master. You know, when there was no need for one. But we got the, I'm glad to see that judge, I can't remember his name either, the one that came out and said that he's delayed this long enough. He's done with all the delay shit. Let's get on. The deposition, I think, maybe. He tried to come up with
that's
another
good.
delay. No,
Right, well,
no,
that's-
we're tired of this shit.
That's good. We need judges like that because Johnny wants to be treated like he's special.
There ain't a one of us out here waiting to see him held account for what he did. Because
I
we
want
all
to see
would
him in
be.
handcuffs, John. I want to see him
I
in
want to
handcuffs.
see him in handcuffs being dragged down the street whilst he just cries like a baby. Oh, dude, don't take me to jail. I like my
You
son.
need to smack the shit out of that baby.
Smack. Oh, out of that.
There
There
you
it
go.
is. There it is. There it is. Or just tell that baby, please. We haven't played this in a while.
I need you to shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Oh, Johnny.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Bow, bow.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Oh, Johnny. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. That's what you want to say every time you see his ass come on TV with some other bullshit that comes out of his mouth. You just
Actually,
want to
when
run
I
up there,
see him-
slap him, and tell him, shut the fuck up.
John,
Right?
Hey.
I just want to tell him, go the fuck away already.
Isn't that what Biden told him? Will you shut up, man? Will you shut
He
up,
did.
man? To quote Joe
Mhm.
Biden.
Yes.
Yeah, I like
How'd
that.
you like his?
Got it on a
How'd you
T-shirt.
like his?
Oh,
How'd you like
Ohio,
his
yeah,
thing?
Joe from Ohio. He said, "Throw him under the bus, John."
There you go. There you go. Beep, beep.
Hey,
Where's my...
John, how'd you like that speech he did in Pittsburgh today?
Huh?
How'd you like that speech Biden did in Pittsburgh
liked it.
today? And he's supposed
liked
supposed to be in Philly now too, helping. John Fetterman's got to win. I have a good feeling that Josh Shapiro is going to win the governorship.
Who?
He's already
Josh Shapiro.
Josh Shapiro. I think
He's
got-
running for governor
Doug
against
Mastriano.
Mastriano.
Doug Mas. He's
Yeah.
I think he's by
That
double
guy's a-
digits if I'm not mistaken.
That guy's a...
Even the
He-
scumbags want to vote
Nice.
for Master.
Yeah. Talk about a
Yeah.
scumbag. That's him. He's got lots of baggage, baby.
He,
I
he
think the
was
whole country is
something
looking
out
at Pennsylvania. Of course, it doesn't help that
Yeah.
the
Oh,
news
yes.
is always on Pennsylvania. Y'all are in the news a bunch. You know, because of the tight race in the fact that this is an open seat. Who's getting it? Republicans or Democrats? You know,
I'm pretty confident we're going to get it.
I think
So
so
am
too.
I.
On both fronts, I think Josh Shapiro's going to
Yep.
beat the hell out of
I think
Mastriano,
Josh
and I think
Shapiro's going to
Fetterman's
run
going to
away
use.
with it.
I think Fetterman's going to use Oz like a football through the uprights, kick his ass back to New
Yeah,
Jersey.
I think it'll be it's not going to be the kind of beating it
well.
should be, but it will be decisive.
I think so. And I think
I remember John when he was up in St. Clair. I was wearing my rainbow shirt. It's made in the state of Pennsylvania with all the rainbow colors, and at the bottom it had an equality sign. And he took one look at it, went to shake his hand, and he said, "I like your shirt."
yeah, there you go.
I loved it. I felt so proud. He got my picture with
Guess
him.
who
and
was in
everything.
my town today?
Trump.
Giselle,
Nope.
when I met Giselle and John together walking along the railroad tracks, there's a walking path near Homestead. And I was like, Giselle said I was cute.
Giselle said I was cute.
So you,
Damn,
was
I
I
had a
right,
thought.
John? Was Trump in your
Oh,
town
no,
today?
not Trump. Trump comes to
Oh.
Robstown on Saturday. This Saturday, he is
Oh.
scheduled to be in Robstown, Texas.
I'm down, no shit.
Yeah,
Well, what
baby,
you should
putting my city right on the map,
Hey.
baby.
What you should
Yeah.
do, John, is
I'm
we're
gonna put
Wow.
a clothespin on my fucking nose.
Hey, wear a fuck Trump
Well,
shirt
yeah,
right in front of
Bet.
No, anytime, Johnny Fly, this is standing. If I want to make a statement, which a lot of times John likes to do, when I get around Trumpers.
Pull out of here. It's dinner time for me.
Uh,
Good night, everybody. Take
Tell
care.
Julie
Hey,
we
good
send our
night.
love, and
Or no.
Mitch,
Good night, Mitch.
take care of yourself, brother.
Congratulations.
buddy.
Good
Love
luck
you,
to
man.
everybody.
Enjoy Bermuda,
Go
bud.
Blue Dots.
Go Blue Dots, baby. I usually go to my go-to shirt, which is I like to wear my Veterans Against Trump shirt, and it says all gave some gave all, one had bone spurs. Say something to me.
Yep.
Step up and say something to me.
Yeah.
Prove that what I was on my
Yeah,
shirt is
step up to
wrong,
it.
because it's not. And that's who he is, and that's who he's always been. He didn't come out and hug the flag. He came in there and rubbed his pecker on it and said, "I'm going to fuck you." He grabbed it by the pussy. That's what he did.
Yeah.
Tell me he's patriotic? Shit, are you shitting me? How much did he make the Secret Service, the people that were protecting
dude.
him? Are you shitting me?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he loves this country. He loves this country's money. But that's the draw for the Republicans, because that's who they are. They're all for money, baby. It's all about business and commerce, baby. It ain't about your rights, your
You
little
reckon?
piddly shit. Drink your vodka. Shut up. It's about business, baby. It's about big business, big money. You know, and pardon me for just a minute, because I had a rant in my head before I did the one today. And here's the little rant in my head, because forgive me, please. Yesterday, day before, Joe Biden was on there, and he announced that he was going to release more oil from the oil reserves. And it's in that speech that several things that he said just jumps out at me. The first thing he said was that we export more than we import, which is true. Which, let me tell you something, and I have said this on this, that oil coming out of the American ground doesn't mean shit. I'm so tired of seeing patriotic sounding commercials on my TV by some energy company telling me, keep America free, get American energy, let's do American. It's not American energy. Are you shitting me? It's sold on the open market. If we want to buy some, we can buy some. Just like China can buy some, or anybody can buy some. But what pisses me off is he also mentioned the fact that the oil companies are griping at him because they want to buy more leases. Not that they have drilled on the leases they have. They have thousands of them they ain't drilled on. They want to buy more. You want to know why? Because it locks it into them, baby. And guess what? It pisses me off because that public land that they're getting a lease to drill on, in my opinion, that freaking oil and gas underneath that ground is ours. It belongs to the American people. You want to drill it out, we'll hire you a company in there to go drill it. We'll hire a production company to bring in the well. But the oil and the gas that flows out of it, that's American oil and gas, baby. That's ours. It should go into the general fund, but we've got this system where, no, baby, whoever gets it out, that's who it belongs to. They get to sell it, and they get billions. Oil companies are raking in billions of hundreds of billions of dollars in profits, getting screwed. You know what the state of Alaska does? Every native-born Alaska up there, everybody that's born in Alaska, they get a dividend check from the oil and gas that Alaska allows on their public land up there, and they give it to the people. You want to know what should happen in this country? That's our oil and gas. Well, look at there. We want to buy this lease to drill on your land. But the drilling companies already figured that shit out because they don't need to be on your land. They'll drill down 2,000 feet, turn right, and go another 2,000 feet and drill under your land. It's all who gets it out of the ground. It's a gruddy, greedy little game. But it's a big game, and it produces a lot of money. And Republicans love the oil and gas industry, baby. And the oil and gas industry is in love with the Republicans.
$17 billion last quarter. That's the most they've ever made. Ever. In profit.
That's over and above the cost of production and supply and moving it, everything. So every time you drive, that's what pissed me off the other day when I said, if you're deciding your vote on what the price of gas is, you're a fucking idiot.
While we were paying up the wazoo at the pump.
If the oil and gas industry has their way, they will force the price up, piss you off, and get you to vote for a Republican, because you know Republicans are going to come in and fix that shit. Are you shitting me? They're going to rape it all the way to the bank, baby. And that's the way it is. And I live in one of the biggest oil and gas states in the country.
He's doing what they asked him to do. They all wanted him to use our reserves. Use our reserves, lower the price of gas, blah, blah, blah.
It's
now
a
he's going to
political
do it
ploy.
and show them. Well, it is, but he's going to turn it around on them. He'll probably say, okay, let's just use those damn reserves till there aren't any reserves, and then you have to go
I like what Joe Biden said. We're not going to buy it again until it goes down to $70 a barrel. How's that? Gets down to $70 a barrel, we'll buy it all up. How about
there you go.
You know, we're going to have to learn eventually, and we are. Tyler and I went to Mathis today. Went to a trip to the store. I like going to Mathis because it's not Corpus. It's nothing but country between me and Mathis. Anyway, we were commenting on the amount of wind turbines, which I've mentioned to y'all before. We have a very extensive field of wind turbines that has just progressively gotten closer and closer out here. And to tell you the truth, I love seeing it. Every time I drive out that way. Just hundreds of them. I love it. I love it. No oil and gas there, baby. Ain't no drilling.
Out by the park.
Ain't no oil spills. Ain't no tearing up the land. They build one road into that location where they're going to build it, and that's it. It's in the middle of a farm field. Farmer can keep on growing whatever he's growing. You know, that's the benefit. And I'm glad to see down here in South Texas that it's being more and more. We have wind farms all over because we have a lot of wind. We live on the Gulf Coast, baby. We get breeze all the time down here. So, but anyway, I digress. I'm just glad to see it. It is the future, and we need more of it. So, Michael.
Katie Porter.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, I was going
to say.
Go ahead.
I was going to say Katie Porter whipped out her whiteboard the other day and just.
I love it when she does that.
Took the Republicans to town on how corporate America is driving this inflation.
Yes. If I've said it 100 times, if Republicans can hurt this country, they'll hurt the shit out of it so they can point at it and say, oh, look at this. It's terrible here. You need to elect me. Fix it. No. They're the reason we got this way.
Profits have been just banging along, you know.
I like Joe Biden's speech today, and I like the one about the oil and gas, too. I'm just trying to remember. I watched it today. I just can't remember what he spoke about. Michael Johnson, are you in the room? Michael's here.
Gotta unmute, Michael.
You gotta unmute, Mike. Oh, we lost him. Oh, that's all right. He'll be back. I'm looking to see if anybody else has a hand up. Nope. Nobody wants.
Well,
them people down there. How you like that shit? How you like that shit? Them people down there don't want to talk to us.
No, there's a hand up down there.
Oh, okay. Oh,
you have a son, John, that's down there banging around near you.
Oh, yeah? Hanging around on the beach, is he?
Yeah.
Good.
Him and his girlfriend.
Yeah, if you're coming down here, you're headed to the beach.
Obi. Their dog Obi. And they're all down there tonight on the island.
Out on the island. Good for them. They'll have a beautiful sunset tonight and a wonderful night. It'll be perfect temperatures.
They're good kids, you know.
Nymir, are
But
you
they're
with
down
us?
in your part of the country.
Well, good.
Hey.
Glad to have them. How you doing, darling?
Fine. How are you?
We're doing fine. I'm glad you
How's
came up here to talk
everybody
to us.
else?
Them other people down there didn't want to talk to us. Can you believe that?
How's everybody else too?
Oh, we're doing fine.
We're
Hey,
good.
Tina.
So I just wanted to pop in right quick. This has been on my mind for a few hours, and so let me cut to the chase. So
6:39.
I'm watching the news. The regular news. Now I'm down to one news channel and one news show. I'd
Right.
only watch this, and actually I'm just listening to it, and it's in between. It's not one of the worst ones, but nevertheless. So for the last couple of days, I've been listening to them talk about the polls. You know about those wonderful polls,
Oh, yeah.
and how
Spitting
the
them out left and
polls
right.
and how the polls keep saying, well, first it started like 3 days ago. It's like, oh, all the polls say that Americans aren't worried about anything else but crime.
Crime.
That's the only thing on their list. No one cares
What the
about
news feeds
women's
you.
rights. Nobody cares about what's going on. Nobody's worried about any of these other atrocities. The most important thing that they're thinking about is crime. And then someone else comes out in the news, and I read a report that explained, and I just loved it. It was just like licking icing off my finger off of a cake when the statistics came out that, well, the highest crime rates and the growing crime rates are all in the red states. I'm like, okay, so which makes sense. Not only the fact that when you put people in a long-term distressful environment and then just take them out the box with the money and the inflation and everything, people who are good people who would never think about stealing will steal if they have to feed their family. This is just the way it is. And then you have another point that is that we have more folks running around here with guns and mental health issues
Lord.
that we can't count. So those are just other factors. Anyway, back to the news channel. So the news channel has well established that the only thing anybody is worried about, and particularly not worried about, is women's rights. And I'm like, okay, so this is the agenda? So this is what we're feeding everybody? We're feeding them that, everybody, well, this is the same old playbook. Who hasn't
Over and
used
over
it?
again, baby.
Crime and punishment, over and over. It's the last
We're the law and order
bastion.
part.
It's
Yes.
the last bastion for every single one of it. So they're pushing it again. And
Yep.
so I said, ain't this about a blip? And then they're supporting it with these freaking polls. And then today they went as far as, well, everyone I talk to says, well, everyone I've spoken to, everyone around
Or
me.
saying.
I'm like, who the freak are you? Like,
Well, don't think
yeah,
they don't
whatever.
have lobbyists there, Tina, because one of the biggest employers in the country is prison systems, and they like indentured servitude,
Sure.
baby.
That's a
Big
whole
money
nother
there.
They're cheap
John,
labor there.
that's a whole nother conversation.
Yep.
We could go on for hours with that one.
We
so
could.
I'm gonna step back off from that. But because it is written into the Constitution, and that's where it becomes problematic at the beginning. And it has to be amended, period. Velica posted a story where there are 5 states that are putting it on an amendment, or they're putting it on something in order to have their constitutions changed in their state that's saying you can't have slavery. And I'm like, so glad we need that federally.
We do need that.
Anyway, I rewind the tape, though, back to the issue of what everybody's worried about: crime and punishment, fear, and women
That's
are
all they
important.
got.
And women aren't important. It's like they always have to follow up
I
with
think they're going to be
women aren't
surprised.
important. And so now let me just add the last 2 layers of this cake, and then I'll step away. So you've got people out here who are saying this is a women's issue. This is a woman's issue. This is a woman's issue. This is a woman's right. This is a woman's human right. And this is the first time in any history that I know of the United States where a human right was taken away from the people. But
Indeed.
that
Human
being-
rights. There's
but-
no women's rights. It's human rights. And
right.
a woman,
That's what I'm saying.
all-
Yeah, I
all of it.
concur.
all of us should be involved in this.
you know.
Yeah,
let
right,
her
right. So
finish her
that's
point.
kind of where I'm going. That's where I'm going with this. It's like,
Hey,
okay,
yes, ma'am.
they can
I'm
they can
with you.
downplay it like it's only a female issue, and so that you can like push it off to the side. But the fact of the matter is, it is very much a man's issue. It is very much a father's issue. It is very much a husband's
Yes.
issue. And you know what? It's the mothers and the fathers of the kids as well. Because what about that 14-year-old boy you got that you know he's going to make it to college football if nowhere else? But you also know that he's young and hot and wants to put his ding-a-ling in his thing-a-ling, and you know you don't want any mistakes because he's got a future for him. Do you think that mother isn't concerned about that son? Do you
Oh,
think
hell.
that son isn't concerned about himself? Okay, you know the hypocrisy that is the portion of it that I have that's hardest to deal with. But the bottom line, this issue affects us all. People who
Indeed.
are pretending like it doesn't affect 100% of the population, because you know what, if they get to decide that men have to pay out once they get that DNA test established, that they are automatically responsible, you know, that's going to be a whole nother layer for them. So I ask people to just step back and think more critically when you're hearing these forecasters, these broadcasters, these this, the that, the other, and just and think about people in your life and the things that you know that could happen in your life. And you can't tell me a dad isn't as concerned about his daughter as he is about his son, or and vice versa.
Indeed.
A mama isn't as concerned about her daughter and her son, because
Indeed.
both can be impacted. And let's call it what it is. Human sexuality has always been human sexuality. It's gonna happen.
From the beginning of time. From
And
the
with
beginning
that,
of time.
and with that, I say thank you for letting me
Well,
interject.
baby,
and
we enjoy it
provide-
anytime you step in here.
Okay, well, I'm gonna step out now, and I just had to get that out there. I
As
want
a
people to think
single
about it.
dad,
Thank you, Tina.
You know,
Yeah, I
Tina.
just want people to think about it, you know, and oh wait,
Wait,
oh,
there's more.
oh, wait, one more.
But
So-
wait, there's more.
one more, and it's short. So there's a person I work with, blah blah blah, very much a Trumpy,
Lord.
Trump. But you
Good
know,
luck with
before I
that.
knew that, she was a very nice person. So it's like, how did this happen? And then it comes to me that, you know, she's in an environment where it happens, and so because she's in that environment, she has to, you know, to save face.
Absorbed it.
You know, she endorsed it. Well, turns out, she don't have enough. And she pushed me to the side and put her here. She said, "Yeah, I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of this shit. They gonna think I voted for him, but I'm not voting for him again." I'm like, what? So there's
Rock and
people
roll.
out there like that too, y'all.
Hey,
Yeah,
I
listen,
think
it
the
happens
polls are
with
way wrong, and I think there's a very big vote that you're not seeing out there. And it's going to be like the one you just described.
Yeah, because it's like I can't go home. I can't go home because I'm in a nutter butter stew, and this is where I live, and these are my family, and I can't give them up. But at the same time, I've had enough.
Yeah.
We'll keep fighting
So,
the good fight, baby.
Yeah. So,
How's the
I
new
mean,
job? You enjoying it?
I'm not the new job.
Yeah, you did. Well, you went
no.
to the station.
No. We're not having that conversation, John.
Okay.
That's for the home. That's for the home team.
I'm
That's
sorry.
for the home.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. No. You squared. You good.
Okay.
But
Shut your mouth.
I'll give you the
Okay.
411
Yeah.
on that when we get on the other side.
Damn, I just dropped my screw. For 2 days, I've been putting this little screw over here, so don't lose that. I know where that goes. And I just thought it was an ash, and I just went like that and raked it off.
Hey, John?
Oh, you shit.
Well, thanks for having me, y'all. Take
I gotta
care. Y'all
find
know
it.
I'll talk to you later.
Take
Tina,
care.
we love you, baby. Thank you for coming
Love
in.
y'all too.
All right, baby.
Hey,
Love y'all
John?
too. Ciao, ciao.
Yes, Johnny Fly.
John? Michael Johnson has his hand up.
Does he?
Okay, yeah.
There he is, right there.
Hey, Michael.
Michael Johnson, you got your mic muted again.
Uh-oh.
See if we can get you in here. There he is.
How you doing? How you doing, brother?
We're doing fine. Michael, how about you?
Doing just all right. You know, I was worried about the there's oath keepers and all these other idiots going
Right.
to be sitting there at the polls and everything like that. Well, here in Missouri, we're a red state too, and it's going to be one of those. I'm going to wear my veteran shirt, but see, we can't go into these churches that we vote in.
Yeah, you can't be wearing a political shirt going in.
Yeah. So I had to go out.
No.
Yeah, that's wrong. And I never voted in a church in my life until I moved to Missouri. We always voted at a post office or some kind of a BFW or Eagles Club in Kentucky. Yeah. So to me, that was already the separation of state.
Getting the church. A lot of churches now are polling places.
Oh my!
Well, I would. That probably be the last place I go to vote.
Oops.
Hey, well, I vote. It's a senior citizen.
You got
center, so
someplace
that's a
else? I
vote,
don't
yeah.
want to burst into. If I go in there, I'm going to burst into flames. They've told me that before. I don't want to test it. They might be right. I walk in there, and poof, there goes Trump.
Holy water.
Holy water.
Throw it at him.
Shit. Some of them think it anyway. Ain't
Yeah,
it
they
sad?
do. It's
Sad.
a sad world we live in when we have to deal with
It's
that.
the
kind
only
of
one we
bullshit.
got. That's the rub. It is a
But
sad
when you're-
world. And just
But
as
when you're
Tina,
a veteran, yes. But when you're a veteran and you go in these places thinking, damn, I'm
wait a
dealing
minute.
with this.
It's just a building.
It is. It's just a building, and it can be
Yeah.
used. As a matter of fact,
Not
the place I buy my hay and my feed is called a place called Holy Cow. WHO, Holy Cow. It used to be a
I'd
church.
vote there.
It used to be a church. Before it was
There
that
you go,
bean store,
John.
it was a church. And I thought, well, that was an appropriate name for that business. Holy cow.
Well, John, at least you went into a place that has holiness in it. Might rub
They're great
off on
people.
you now.
They're great people in there. They know what I
That's
do.
awesome.
They know what I do. And they always make me feel welcome in there.
I like the idea of voting at the feed store. That sounds like a good Texas
Well, that's
idea.
not where I vote. This time, I think I'm going to go vote down at the county courthouse because I think I want to vote early this time. I
That's a good
normally
idea.
take great pride
I'm
in
gonna
waltzing
go.
into my local voting booth down here, but I think I want to vote early. I want to make sure my vote gets in.
Yeah, you wonder how many, John, I was hearing about that was in, what was it, Harris County or something? They were intimidating voters.
Yeah,
Somebody
Greg Abbott is
resigned or
sending, what do you call it? I'm trying to remember.
Police.
What are they? Integrity police or something like that? Voter integrity,
something like that.
observers, police or
Voter
whatever.
Didn't one of
bullshit,
them,
redneck
Bullies. He's
asshole.
sending bullies.
didn't one of them resign, John?
Police.
I heard
It's
something about
another
it
dog and
yesterday.
pony show from Greg Abbott. Just like everything else he does down here, it's a dog and pony show. I keep repeating the fact that every ad you hear from Greg Abbott is talking about how terrible things are in Texas. Look at this, it's terrible. We can't let Beto work. He stands for open
The
borders and all this.
exploding
Is terrible down
things,
here. Look what's happening. He's been governor for 8
They're
years.
squeezing shit and it explodes in the commercials. Everything's
Everything
exploding.
is terrible here. Yes, everything is destroyed here in
Oh,
Texas.
God.
Only Greg Abbott can save it. Really? You've been in charge for 8 years, asshole. You know who's benefited? Oil and gas, baby.
He'll take that socialist money.
Are you shitting me? Got a handout big time. Are you shitting me? We've got lots of projects down here. We need infrastructure down here. Give me the money, 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 money. Vote
Yeah.
for it? No, I'm not voting for that socialist
What?
shit.
The new is straight.
BW, what would I
Interstate
do without you, bro?
San Angelo.
BW is always right there to remind me. Put them credits up there. Tracy Device, thank you very much. Because we do. We want it. Those are the credits, baby. You want a credit with who's keeping this show running? There they are, baby. Those people and the ones that donate tonight, that's who keeping this ball rolling. And I want
John?
to say thank you every time. Yes, dear.
Can I interrupt the conversation?
Well, of
I gotta
course.
go.
You got to go. What are you cooking?
I'm not cooking anything.
Good.
There's fires
Good
in the
deal.
fire in the hills.
What?
So I gotta go check that out.
A fire in the hills.
Excuse me.
Baby, go check that
Yes. All right. I'll see you guys
Oh,
later.
go get
Okay.
it.
Take care, Bernadette.
Bye, y'all.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bernadette.
Oh, that's a scary thought for where Bernadette lives.
Yeah, especially if the wind picks
You
up.
don't want to hear the word fire where she lives. There's been too much of that shit up in
Hey,
California.
come close to us, but here not long ago.
That's scary.
They told us to evacuate, and we hung in just because.
She already had to evacuate once. Luckily, they nothing happened to
But-
their place, and they came through okay. But yeah, they had to leave.
We dodged it that time.
Anyway,
We are in an extreme drought here in Kansas City. Hell, the Missouri River is at the lowest I've seen it in quite some time.
so is the Mississippi.
Yeah, Mississippi people
The
back
lowest,
home,
yeah.
the Ohio. Yeah, they're finding
They're finding
old
shit.
abandoned
Yes.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, they're finding all the shit history is dumped in there because the rivers are
Mm-hmm.
all dropping. Look at Lake Mead out in Arizona.
It's terrible.
Arizona. Yeah.
Oh, climate change don't mean shit though.
Right.
You know, you know, democratic socialist ideas. You know, climate change.
Yeah, I heard that's a crock of shit. Didn't you?
But, God, I hate it because
If we don't take care of it, it will eventually go to shit, hell in a handbasket if we don't go by nuclear
We'll
war.
make
Hell,
the
we'll just
planet
destroy
look
the
like
fucking planet
everything's
until nobody can
okay.
live here. The
We'll
wealthy
nice
don't have to worry about it. They'll
job
have
on
their
it. It'll
yachts.
be okay.
They got staff that'll handle that shit. You know, somebody once said you can have democracy, or you can have a system where all the wealth is concentrated into few people's hands. But you can't have both.
End of view.
You can't have both. And that is what I see in the Republican Party, is a party that is hell bent on greed. It's corporate profits, it's money, it's getting rich, baby. There's no tree huggers over there on the right. There's no environmentalist over there. That's all that liberal tree hugging shit over there. Hell yes, baby. Because we realize that we all live on this planet. And guess what? Not all of us are fucking rich. But that's who the Republicans vote for, baby. That's who they work for.
Greed begets power.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Especially bought-in power.
Go ahead, Michael.
I was saying, if you look at my page, you'll see I've been collecting all these bur oaks for the conservation here in the state of Missouri, and those are for reforestation. And they actually pay me for this stuff, but my body is so beat up, I can't hire nobody to go, hey, if you fill a bag, it'll probably give you $50. I can't find nobody that'll do it.
Damn.
So I get out there and I'll pull an onion sack, which is about 50 pounds.
That's a pretty good sized sack.
Yes. And just trying to get all these acres up for reforestation. That is what the state of Missouri does, not only for its own state, but it does it for everybody else. That's a democratic idea. It sure ain't this damn Republican.
Oh, shit, no,
we
baby.
got in there.
Republicans could give two shits about those acres. Roll right over them with the
Are you
bulldozer. They're going to build something.
in southern Missouri or northern Missouri?
No, I'm in Kansas City, Jorge.
Kansas
I'm
City,
originally from Paducah, Kentucky.
Right.
Yeah. I used to work for West Faco Timberland, and I planted over 1 million trees in my life for paper mills.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So I, in my part, I just wish the younger generation would do their part and start planting trees.
I agree.
Well, you know, we have programs out there that do try to do that, and thank goodness for them. And you're involved in one of them right there yourself. So yeah, there's not enough of them, no.
Yeah.
You know, it is. It's a sad
we like
result
oxygen.
of the world we live in. Yes. It really is. You know, progress has a cost, and we haven't figured out the cost balance of what it's going to cost us later.
Oxygen.
Yeah, you know, we can make a whole lot of money, but what are we going to do with it when there's nothing left?
You know what, John?
What's that?
Here's the situation the way I see it now, whether it's trees or whatever, right? It seems like the Democrats will be in, and we get a lot accomplished. Now, I think Joe Biden has done a lot for our country. I don't care what anybody says. More than the last asshole that was in.
He's doing a fantastic job in my book.
He's
But
becoming
then,
another FDR.
but then what happens is that for some reason, people start believing the lies of the Republicans. Oh, we're going to vote Democrat because the economy is shitty and I'm having a hard time keeping food on my table, blah, blah, blah. And they blame Joe Biden for it. So then the next thing you know, people vote Republicans back in. So any rights that we gained or any whatever
It's a
we
vicious
accomplished
back and forth
goes
cycle.
backwards. Yeah, and that's got to stop. So I'm really hoping.
we got to stay in power long enough to make us an absolute difference.
Right. That's why we need to vote again. Yeah. We need to vote blue.
We need to vote blue all the way, baby.
I heard.
Let me send out a quick. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I don't care.
I was just going to say real quick. Oh, now I lost my train of thought. Go ahead.
I does it all the time. I want to thank the old bat with two cats who came in with a $20 donation and said, "Hey there, pass that doobie over this way. Stay safe and fuck Trump. Don't bogart that joint." I don't know.
That joint, my friend.
What you're talking about.
Well, here I remember, John. They're saying on MSNBC.
That's what I am.
They said on MSNBC, John. They said that the very fact that there's a big upsurge in early voting is a good sign for the Democrats.
It is indeed. It is indeed. And that has been the story.
It always
the
has.
The amount of early voting that people because Republicans don't want early voting. They want you all to go out and vote on election day. That's it. Yeah. Stick your thumb in this oil, this paint right here.
Well, that's why Abbott's doing what he's doing, John. He doesn't want the Democrats to win.
He's trying to intimidate people, and he knows where the Democratic power in this state is. It's in Harris County, baby. It's up in here in Houston, the same way it is in San Antonio and Corpus, Austin.
Go Beto all the way, man.
I'm telling you. Oh, man. Who?
I really enjoyed watching
that guy right there, baby.
I enjoyed watching Willie Nelson do that thing for Beto there in somewhere not far from you.
Yeah, up in Austin. Yeah.
Yeah, that was so cool.
It was fantastic. Willie, yes, that's not the first time he's come out like that.
That's right.
Yeah, Beto. He likes Beto. He likes Beto O'Rourke. And I'll tell you what. If you met that guy, I don't know how you couldn't like him.
I must be more to get a bag of chips called Takis. They're flaming hot and lime flavored, and they were really good.
Oh yeah.
I was just wondering if you could ask him to get some of those.
I have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
I want some too.
I have no idea what.
I want some
flavored
too.
What?
Okay, you called the name of chips. Yep. They don't have every chip in every store.
Yeah, but they're probably going to have that chip, and that's the best chip like anyway. I'm not sure she can hear it.
That sounds like the sputter place.
Bernadette, do you know you're still on the air, baby? Bernadette? I don't think she realizes she's still in the room.
No, she doesn't.
So to avoid the let's little.
You can pop her down. There you go.
No telling what they might talk about next. I don't care about the chips. I want the hot chips now, damn it. Anyway, let me thank John Cass, who came in with a $10 donation and said, "I heard Joe is releasing more reserves." Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He's trying to get the attention of the oil and gas industry, of ExxonMobil, BP. Record fucking profits. Record freaking profits.
Yeah.
Are you shitting me on the backs of the American people in times like this? Capitalism, baby. Fascism. Moving from capitalism to fascism, baby. The most important thing is commerce, baby. It's business. It's not your ass.
I'm so proud of Joe Biden.
Huh?
I'm so proud of Joe Biden because he's not afraid to stand up to these oil companies.
He's been using his voice a lot. And I think he came to a realization, really, either right before or after he got elected, of where the push in the Democratic Party is. I don't think Joe's willing to take any shit no more. Joe's getting old. I'm getting old. I ain't taking no shit from nobody no more. Fuck, why would I?
That's obvious.
There you go.
Joe takes no shit.
Don't
There's
take
If he
shit.
another
took shit,
city,
he'd have to pack
You're
shit.
too freaking old. I've done been
tell
through
us
all that
something.
shit.
Tell us
Here's
something
an-
new, John. Tell
Yeah.
us something new.
We've
We
all
knew
been
we
through a
don't
lot
do
of shit in our lives, every
Yes,
one of
we
us.
have.
I'm real easy to
Except
find.
that
You got a problem with me? I'm easy to find.
Hey, unfortunately, so am I.
I'm right where the fuck I've always been. I'm right here.
And that's always where I'm going to be. I'm right here.
That's good to know, Jorge.
I'm easy to find.
I want everybody to know my
Easy to
neighborhood
find.
has been relatively quiet, so that's good.
5
And
miles
we-
from
we hope
town
it
at the
stays that
dead end of a dirt road.
Rancho tire biter.
That's it.
That's
5
us,
miles
yeah.
outside of town at the end of the dirt road. Rancho Tire Butter. Can't beat it, baby. We need.
Here's
Dead
what's-
enders.
Here's what killed me, Jorge, is when Kroger bought all them other damn grocery stores. Do you think that we ain't gonna just have a hell of a damn winter? You know, I did see that
Yeah.
some people that are on Medicare can get a $900 grocery deal, but they never called me back. I'm probably overqualified
that's-
because of my BA.
Well, you be careful with that because a lot of those is a policy they're trying to sell you.
Yeah.
So
See, I
beware.
didn't know
Beware.
that.
Yeah.
That's why I'm asking.
Yeah.
I was like,
Always be wary of those.
Yeah. Right now, it's that time of year. You're getting lots of ads for, Medicare Advantage and this. We offer dental and ass licking, everything. Everything they list. But it is a
John,
policy
I-
they're trying to sell you. So just
As
keep that in mind.
Lincoln.
Yeah.
Well, the
Oh,
other
let's get
day,
that.
John,
yeah,
the
I
other
didn't
day
know what.
I haven't, I haven't called one of them. Of course, I have what they call Federal Employees Health Benefit Program that I go through, which I wish every American in this country had. It's like, when they talk about the healthcare system, they want free healthcare. Well, maybe not free. Maybe they just ought to standardize the fucking rate for insurance and have it government insurance, and that way everybody gets treated the same. How about that shit? Everybody gets treated for the ailments we have.
Just like every governor, congressman, and everything, free health care, and they love that social bullshit.
Yeah, they love it. Eat it up, baby. As for
Hey,
a
John.
healthy society, too. How about that? Yes, dear?
Yeah.
Speaking of medical,
Yes, ma'am.
Cassie Hicks is in rehab after breaking her left femur last Wednesday.
Yes, I remember that.
She can't walk, and she'll be there for a little while. She was just hoping that everybody would keep a good thought for her.
Outstanding. Yes, keep her. Was she in the chat?
Yeah.
In the chat?
She's in Facebook.
Outstanding. Keep with us, baby. Keep with us. We'll be right there in the room with you anytime we're on. Just concentrate on getting well. That's the big thing. And stay off that leg until it's healed up real good. But anyway, I guess we ought to
Wrap that up.
wrap everything up, man. I just love the chat that goes on in there. I don't get to see half of it because I'm trying to concentrate on other things. But I want everybody to know, and my heart really does lie in that chat, because it's the heart of this family, baby. And I'd love to see y'all in there. Anyway, all that other goobly-gock lovely shit. Michael Johnson.
Hey, lovey-dovey,
yeah, all that
issy
kind
wissy,
of crap.
wooshy-wooshy.
Yeah, that stuff. Michael Johnson.
Oh,
Thank you
some
for
fun
coming
on
in.
the internet.
Yeah.
Thank you, John. Thank you for welcoming me in. As a veteran, I have been donating so much to the Democrats, and I can't even
thank
donate to you until next Wednesday.
Don't worry about me, brother. Let's push the blue line forward. Let's
Thanks
keep
for
that
helping
going.
me.
And thank you, Michael, for
Definitely gonna
everything
do
you're
that.
doing. Everything
Thank
you're
you,
doing,
my
brother.
brother. Thank you for what you're doing. I am so appreciative of this group and have been for about 3 years, and
Been here a
y'all
while,
have always
Michael.
been good to me. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll keep doing that.
And
you keep doing what you're doing.
Well, y'all get your ass up to Kansas City, because that's the best
Well,
next spot.
I'll tell you, it is the center of the
Central.
country, huh? We could all get there.
It sure is. I can get you some good barbecue and some good.
And that Kansas City is known for its barbecue. I heard it's second to Texas, so yeah, I'd like to check that out.
I'd like to see somebody up here. I tried to come to Houston, but hell, it just happened. I couldn't. My mom died, and I was like, oh shit.
Life, baby, yeah, it throws us a curveball every once in a while.
It's coming out. Yeah, I had everything set up, and yeah, I would have got to meet Johnny Fly and all the guys. And,
Oh, you would have
yeah,
loved it.
I
I'm
would
telling
have
you,
been.
if we have another
Yeah.
Blue Dot family meeting, as many people as we can get to come, we need to do, because it's such a fantastic feeling to actually be able to put faces to voices and sit down and have that kind of, what do they call it? Fellowship. Yeah, just like in church. It's fellowship. Yeah, as we pass around.
John,
With your
what-
friends. You
Cat
know
Man.
they're your friends.
Catman
I want to
56.
say
What?
to the past two gentlemen who gave you a little props and whatever, and
Yeah,
I want to
that's it.
agree with them.
Ah,
Thank you.
I heard the guy's full of shit myself. I don't know. Blue Dot,
And
in
no
Texas. Blue Dot in
smoke,
Texas.
okay?
Where the hell he come up with that
What's
shit
going
anyway?
on here?
Well, let me thank JP Lee. James, thank you very much. Came in with a $10 donation, and he said, voted today. I felt so good voting straight blue all the way. JP, thank you very much, brother, and thank you for getting out there in blue all the way down the ticket, baby. It just makes you feel good. Makes us all feel good. I can't wait to come in here with my I voted sticker, man. Come on. Let's get on with it. Anyway, Keith, thank you very much, brother. Thank you for the donations tonight, too. I appreciate that tremendously.
Absolutely. We have a mission to
We
accomplish.
do, baby. We're on point, buddy. We're on point. Adapt, overcome, move forward, baby. That's what we do. Johnny Fly,
Yes.
thank you, brother. Taking care of Pennsylvania up there, bro.
Oh, you better believe it. And
Yeah.
hey,
Huh.
I want to send a special thank you to Michael Johnson for planting those trees. If
Indeed.
anybody's been following me on Facebook, I have my own little
You have a
tree
thing about
planting
trees.
project. I
Yes.
do.
Yes, I see your pictures. What was
Oh,
that yellow
good.
thing that you posted the other day? Boy, that was beautiful.
Oh, that's Maple Tree National Memorial
was-
Park. It's
That was gorgeous. That was a beautiful,
every
beautiful
year it's
picture.
beautiful. Yeah, I'm glad you liked it.
Nice picture.
Well, we don't have that down here. We don't get the color change.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
stays.
Well,
They
You know
either
what, you
leaves or
need,
no leaves. But around me, they say leaves all the time because I have live oaks. So the leaves never go away.
well, John,
it
what
goes
you
from
need-
green to gray.
Yeah, green,
That's-
gray,
Yeah.
back to green.
Just
what you
green to
need,
gray.
John, is
And
you
then
need
back
some
to
of that.
green.
You need some of that white stuff, John.
Hey, no cussing around here. It's a family show. Be cussing around here like that. Johnny Fly, thank you very much for being
Oh.
here. And
Thank
take care of
you,
yourself,
sir.
brother.
You too.
And Jorge, tire biter. Take care of the
Yes,
ranch,
sir.
buddy. Take care of the ranch.
Well, we're gonna keep them flying, brother. And
There you go.
I have one kid down there at the coast with you
I hope he's
tonight,
having a grand time.
and his dog is named Obi. So
Well,
there you go.
I think Obi's having a good time
Hey.
out on the beach, buddy.
Well,
It's a beautiful
that's
place. It's a
just
beautiful
lovely.
place to go spend the night,
Oh.
especially if you're not used to it. You know, you come from somewhere where there's not one. It's
you know,
pretty nice.
j-
Except the
Quit
sand
it.
gets
Tell-
everywhere. and all of a
Quit
sudden
blowing.
The wind's
fucking,
blowing. All of a sudden, you start to notice that salt feeling all over your body. That spray that's in the air that just gets. Anyway, it's wonderful, and the fishing is great if I ever got around to it. Anyway, Jorge, take
Okay.
care of yourself and thank you for coming in, brother.
and we love you. You
We
know?
love you back, brother.
We love everybody here.
You and yours. You know. Good night.
Indeed, brother. And miss you, chick. Always,
Yes.
always a pleasure, my dear. Thank you for coming in.
You're welcome.
Enjoy.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
There you go. Like, share, and subscribe. I want to thank Mitch Goldstein for coming in earlier. I always enjoy Mitch's company. He's a great guy, and he means a lot to this family. Anyway, I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this family. Mañana is Friday, baby. So, you know, put a little beer on the ice. Wait a minute.
One thing I like
It
about
is.
this
Today is
family,
Thursday.
about the people who
Yes.
converse with each other,
It is Thursday.
is there is a level of mutual respect. You can pick a little bit and play a little bit, but we have the understanding, yeah, we're on the same
Everybody
page.
in this family's got
Yep.
their arms around everybody else.
I am attracted to this group.
Hey, because we're an attractive group. Look at the
Yeah.
faces, buddy. Come on.
We love.
You can't get any better looking than this shit.
Hey,
I'm telling you.
Watch your face.
You better quit while we're ahead, John.
Yeah, better stop now. Yeah, we don't want to stretch the truth too much on my case anyway. All right, I love y'all. Y'all take care of yourself. Dude, try to put a smile on your face tomorrow. Make the day go by better. Make somebody else's day go a little bit better. Put a smile on their face too. Y'all say goodnight to everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, Blue Nuts. We'll see you again on
Love y'all.
maybe Friday, maybe Sunday. Fridays, you never know if I'm going to go live or do it Memorex or whatever. Y'all take care of yourself, and we'll see y'all later.
Push forward.
There you go. Forward. Adapt, overcome, move forward,
Go
baby.
Blue.